Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel, welcome back. Today, we are reviewing episode 7 of Boku dake ga Inai Machi. And guess what? Another cliffhanger! Not even surprised. So, in the last episode, it ends with Satoru getting arrested, and in this episode, it starts with the same thing, because that's how episodes work. Yeah, so he's about to get arrested, and then he yells something, and then revival! Woo! Thank gosh, I was gonna get real upset. Yeah, so revival happens and it places him back to where he's at the museum with Hinazuki, and he's so like happy and so relieved to be in that moment. Actually successfully going back and using his revival, he's like crying because he's so happy to be able to have another chance at saving Hinazuki, his mom. Hinamori, I forget the name, but he's just so, this show has too many feels. So the same thing happens, his friends come and they're walking home and Satoru is like, oh, let's go eat, and Kenya's like, oh, I lent you a book, Satoru, like, did you read it yet? And Satoru is like, no, like, I have no idea what book you're talking about, like, this is like 18 years ago, I have no idea what you're talking about, but he's like, oh yeah, I'll go get it, or whatever. So he goes home and then he sees his mom and he's like again shaken up by the whole thing, and his mom is just like, oh, like, are you okay? Did you have a fight with Hinazuki? And Satoru's just like really happy to be there, and it's just the emotions in this show, guys. It's the day before Hinazuki's supposed to get kidnapped and they walk into school together again and they're holding hands and it's so cute. And then Kenya reveals that he never actually lent the book to Satoru and it was all a lie and there never existed a book. And Kenya's like, I've noticed something different about you. He's like, Satoru used to pretend even though like you didn't actually care and blah 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 blah. And now you're this completely different person. And he talks about how it's like who is he even anymore? Like, it seems like he's a completely different person. Like another personality was just added to him. And he noticed this the first time that he saw Satoru like staring at Hinazuki, and Kenya had noticed the bruises and stuff before, but he had never done anything about it. And he saw that Satoru, like, that's what he decided. Satoru was gonna help Hinazuki, and he's like, who even are you? You're making me feel bad and you're putting me to shame, and who are you, Satoru? And Satoru's like, I'm a superhero, or I'm trying to be one. And Kenya's like, okay, you're Satoru. That's such a typical Satoru answer. And they agree they're gonna help each other. Satoru tells Kenya the details of what's happening and stuff and how he thinks Hinazuki's in danger. So on the way home, Satoru's like, oh, I'll meet you guys at the recreational children's center. I just had to stop somewhere, and he goes to see Yuki. And he's talking to Yuki and he's developing a plan. And Yuki always acts so weird. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm like, they're like making you feel as though he is responsible, but he's not. He's not the murderer. So I don't know. He goes back to the child center and it turns out all his homies are there and they're playing basketball, and Satoru's a little worried because if events change, it's not going to be as easy to predict, and he's like, he wants to make sure everything is right. It's March 2nd now and it's their birthday, and they go and there's a surprise birthday party like last time. During this day, Satoru actually goes to Yuki's house and he throws a rock in the window, and then police are gonna be called, and Satoru's pretty much just creating an alibi for Yuki. Like, the police are gonna be there. They're not gonna be able to do anything, like, even if they were the murderers. So now he's created an alibi so that they know, like, Yuki is there. Like, there's nothing that could go wrong with that, apparently. He also almost kills Hinazuki's mom, but Kenya is there to stop him and be like, whoa, chill out, bro. Satoru is pretty much willing to do whatever he needs to do, and he doesn't care about the consequences. Of course, he's not going to kill Hinazuki's mom, but other than that, he does not care about the consequences. He just wants to save Hinazuki, wants to save his mom, he wants to save everyone. But yeah, so after the little party, they're holding hands and stuff, and he's walking her home. He's like, can I abduct you right now? And she's like, sure, and it was really cute. And then he abducts her and brings her to the bus, and Kenya's there waiting, and they have like a stove and everything, and it's like a little hideout. And they're like, here you go, Hinazuki. Sleep here by yourself, which is like Does that seem like a good idea to you? No, I don't think so, especially if like she's gonna get abducted and murdered and stuff. You'd think they'd be like, oh, we shouldn't leave her alone, but I guess they're thinking, oh no, in that situation the guy went to the house, so if she's here it's fine. But he's like, oh yeah, I'll come back for you, and they're really cute. But yeah, Satoru ends up leaving in the middle of the night, and his mom notices. She notices everything. How could he think that he could sneak past her? I don't know. But he goes to see her in the middle of the night, and they eat instant noodles together, and then they fall asleep, and they're cuddling, and it's so cute. Oh man, though, the next day, the teacher is like, he notices Hinazuki's not there and he's calling someone, and then you see he has like red eyes. I'm pretty sure he has red eyes. What could this mean? Is he the murderer? I don't know. This is stressing me out. He has red eyes, right? Right? Was that just me imagining things? They make everyone seem like a suspect. I think Kenya's a suspect half the time. The show. But yeah, the next day, Hiromi is actually there as well, and they're all sitting around playing cards and stuff. They're talking about how it's okay if like they get in trouble, and Hinazuki's like, no, if I instigated this and you guys helped me, like, no one's to blame. And they're all like, ha! And Hinazuki's like, I win! And it's like, things are going well for them, and you're, oh, and then it all gets ruined again, because cliffhanger, we see it's night, and someone goes in the bus, and it's definitely not Satoru. Who is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, why would they leave her on a bus alone? Overall, I can't deal with the show. They make everyone seem like a suspect, and then they just play with your emotions. And the cliffhangers, don't even get me started on the cliffhangers. But the show is so good, guys. I can't, oh my god, how many times have I said I can't deal with it? Probably like a billion right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, the show just does an amazing job of playing with your emotions and playing with your mind, because you're like, who's the murderer? I don't know. Could it be this guy, this guy, this guy? It could be anyone. Well, no. You're just so involved in the story, and you want to believe in Satoru, and you want him to do well. Overall, this episode was awesome. That's all I can say. I hope you liked my review. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot, and you guys are so amazing. I'm at 1,400 subs, and that's crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching and for doing all that you do and all your support. Thank you so much. I make a bunch of videos a week, and bye!